Welcome and happy D8.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion.
Clearly. David, thank you. Mark, for both teams tonight, unbelievable talent up front.
Kevin, you're right. I love seeing what we have in store in the paint area in this matchup. I think that's likely where this game is going to be decided.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Turner is out there with Jackson. Then there's Keldon Johnson. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Bane in at the two-guard spot. Here's Bane, currently averaging almost 6 points a game, with the drive, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Durant dishes to Irving. Yep, that one goes in there. Irving's got the first points up on the board here for Brooklyn.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Turner with a screen on Irving. It's Morant with the drive.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
To the middle, here's Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
Boy, at 6'11", Aldridge makes this look really easy. All he needs is the right positioning, and it's over.
Morant against Irving, and it's sent back by Aldridge. On the way, Harris takes a three. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
You know, like a lot of shooters, Harris prefers to release off a pass, catch and shoot, not the dribble.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Passes it to KD. Fires from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Durant. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now averages nearly 12 points a game. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Spurs. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Morant. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Turner with the screen for Johnson. Pass to Bane. Curry trying to break free. Bane, no good. That's leading by 6. Inside, here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And the way they matched up in that game, it just seemed like everything fell into place for them.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, smooth as butter. They made it look easy. But their high level of play is really what enabled them to win it going away.
Takes it inside and finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And there were a few teams that gave them trouble last year, but this team was one that you wouldn't have expected.
Well, what you will expect is that they will have added motivation for this game. They want to prove that they should be the favorite to win against any team they face.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Andre Drummond's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Ben Simmons in for Seth Curry. Now here's Wiggins. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Simmons is running. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
The pass to Clark. Clark, a screen on Irving. Here's Melton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Simmons working it over. Brown wide open. He fired. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in.
And how about the numbers here for Andre Drummond? 5th in rebounding, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Down low, Claxton. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. On the wing, Jones. Guarded by Simmons. Jones kicks to Wiggins. From 10 feet out, Clark for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Now Irving, after Brandon Clark missing on that last three-pointer. Shoots it. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's the Brooklyn.
Your Brooklyn Nets.
Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers.
I just go back to being in my backyard.
Oh, it is indeed. The English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got John Morant. Jaren Jackson is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Turner. And it's Bane in at the 2.
You know, I would venture to say if you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still could score in double digits. He is an incredible offensive rebounder.
Turner with a screen for Morant. Feeds to Turner. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Wiggins against Brown. Wiggins dishes to Turner. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Brown the pass to Claxton. Outside, Simmons. Going inside.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities. Part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Durant's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Memphis also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. Memphis trails by 11. When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys having an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Claxton the pass to Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Harris kicks to KD. Outside, Simmons. Over Morant. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Johnson goes in, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
All right, look who's coming off the
So for the Nets, Lamar Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Seth Curry comes in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Ben Simmons. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Peyton, he's checked in for Turner. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Bane. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Memphis with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Pass to Aldridge. The dish now to Durant. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Nets lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Clark a screen on Curry. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Nets leading by 7. Outside Irving. Durant wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. KD's got 7 points.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
Hit by Clark. He takes it in, and he makes that one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Aldridge, the pass to Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket for Melton. Irving looking over the floor. He dishes it to KD. 12 seconds left to play in the first half. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Coming out to the floor for the away team.
Here's Wiggins. Into the lane. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Off the dribble drive, Wiggins gets a step. Hard to get in front of him after that.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding.
The away team.
Thanks for the great interview, Dave.
Hey, looking ahead to this year's three-point contest, man, there are some great shooters. And that's why this event is so popular.
The league is about dunks and threes right now. That's what.
All right, now let's get into our game. It ended up being a strong first half for the Nets. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Aldridge in at the 5. So that's the Nets' 5. Memphis trails by 7. Here's Bane. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Turner passes to Bane. Turner with a screen on Harris. Back to Turner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Turner's got the first points of the second half here for the Grizzlies. Passes it to KD. The kick out to Aldridge. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, you know, players like Aldridge are a little bit of a diminishing breed in the NBA, a master in the low post with all sorts of ways to score in the paint.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the Nets. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Took him no time at all on that one. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Irving finds Curry, driving in, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And like a bolt of lightning, Turner strikes quickly on the drive. A thunderous dunk. Cannot be denied.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Irving passes to Claxton, and he jams it with authority.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
4 on the shot clock. Morant, that's for 2. That one wide left. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Simmons. Tries from 7. Launches a 3. And it's Irving missing. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Turner with a screen for Morant. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
And Irving launches it from deep. A 3-pointer off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
It really was a bitter end to the 2018 playoffs for Miles Turner. Fouled out in a first-round Game 7 loss against LeBron and the Cavs. Unhappy with how things ended, Turner turned to a new passion.
Here's Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing. Memphis with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Now Morant. He's got 14. Turner with a screen on Irving. It's Morant with the drive. Back to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Big props to Turner for coming through at a big moment. I mean, these late clock baskets are demoralizing to the opposition.
For Turner, Clark, that passion you were just talking about turned out to be a healthy one. Yoga.
Kevin, how about this? Can you imagine going into a yoga class and seeing a 6'11" NBA player striking poses? But becoming a yogi has worked out for him. It's paid dividends. Since that 2018 offseason, Turner's really raised the level of his game.
And finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Drummond's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Wiggins comes in for Bane. Payton, he's checked in for Milton. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Basket good. Durant's got 9 points.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Wiggins kicks to Clark. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Clark's got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis. Jones against Simmons. And there's the pass to KD. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Simmons passes to Drummond. Simmons trying to get open. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Andre Drummond. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Pass to Claxton. Back to Simmons. Nice move. Passes to Claxton. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Memphis out in front, up 2. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Jackson.
Shooting 1.
Keldon Johnson is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
And the 2020 Rookie of the Year, John Morant, went to a mid-major, overlooked out of high school. Ja exploded that sophomore season and went from a relative unknown to second overall pick in the draft. An incredible underdog story.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Simmons. Good on the bucket. Simmons got his first points of the night.
The quickness, the size, the speed of Simmons, captivating, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Morant against Simmons. Now here's Morant. Jackson passes to Wiggins. Pocket 6. Morant with a wide open look. That balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists tonight. Simmons on the wing. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Goes to the away team.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Jackson. He kicks to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Driving inside. And it's sent back by Drummond.
You got to be careful shooting around Drummond. I mean, he has a really good knack for when to go for the blocks.
Harris's shot is off. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Jackson. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Curry. And the shot is long. Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And it's Wiggins missing.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Morant with it. He's picked up by Drummond and finished off by Morant.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Morant against Simmons. Now the pass to Drummond. Back to Simmons. Wiggins against Aldridge. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Simmons can't get it to go. Memphis leading by 8. Wiggins with it. It's Morant in the corner. Wiggins sets a screen for Morant. Kicks it to Jackson. Johnson attacking. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
All right, who's coming onto the court? Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case. Here tonight, this guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. During the break, this was what was going on in Steve Nash's huddle. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time, we're out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And Brooklyn making a change. Durant's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Turner with a screen on Irving. Morant drives in. And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Durant against Johnson. For 3, Harris. That shot is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Turner with the screen. Driving to the basket. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Turner's got the lead up to 11 now for Memphis.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
KD against Clark. Aldridge with a screen on Clark. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Durant, the pass to Aldridge. Now Harris. For the three. The rebound by Turner.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Memphis.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Johnson outside. Back to Morant. Tries it from 9. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Irving. They need this. Off the mark. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.